I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is April 10, Friday, 2026. Hope you had a good week, good day today. So because it's Friday, we expect some of this bullshit. We give some examples of either going all the way up, clearing this inefficiency or not, getting into that 50% of that area here with that liquidity sitting right there on the daily bottom left. I'm trying to make this short, bro, but I can't do this 1 hour videos, man, or you just don't care and you keep watching for the people who are watching, but I'm just just tired to do it. But this is gonna be a fire video because I'm gonna show you some trades, because today, someone unfollowed me yesterday, but today, just to prove it that I'm gonna show you how to operate in the hardest days, which is something like today, which would be a Friday, which is also very similar to the shakeout day yesterday. But you can see that the intention was to come up, higher high, higher low. The way I draw it is, excuse me, it's not going to be perfect. It's just the ideas, and we're not exceeding. Why is this not happening in this case? Because it's A, Friday, B, we have extended over the average weekly range. I'm sorry, already at 1,300 some points. It's 1,200 some points for the weekly average range, and we were already up 13 something. So that was the understanding here. Okay, so before I go into the video, I want to make sure I say that. So what was it though? I'm still using these levels. It's not a lot of shit on the chart, man. You got this all week gaps here. You got these daily bearish imbalances. Okay, you're gonna have the opening range gap. We didn't get the explosive moves any direction really. So if you're playing it like that, then let's just take a look with what Friday did with CPI, especially. Surprised that they didn't drop it, unless they fucking do it now even more. But you'll see that we're already popping up. We made a new high. Talked about this gap. I moved over the quads. Real simple. Here, I'm gonna go into hyperdrive right now because I just have to. CPI. Watch this fire. Every day is fire, dude. Just so you know. And you know what? Sadly, most people don't even fucking care to watch this shit. And it's just like, you know what? That's it. That's crazy. It's crazy as hell. But popping up all the way here for 830. Why is it doing that? It's coming to squeeze as much as they can from this guy up here to the left. This little far left guy. Okay, so it tries to ram it. It does not. I use this wick for 830. I don't show up to the chart to start trading until 930. They can do whatever the fuck they want at CPI. Beautiful. Went sideways. Beautiful. Came back into this imbalance right here. Okay. We have there's not a lot of shit here, dude. There is the gray gap in the with the thick quadded levels, and then you have the opening range gap and the quadded levels in the orange, right? And that's it. You have the midnight level. The last thing here is the midnight level, which is right here in this blue all the way across. You're going to see how fire it uses. I'm very soon, I'm just going to probably make the video in 2 seconds. I'm just going to post my chart. Let you see it and let you figure it out, because at this point it's starting to get clear about what it does off of my levels. I think that's really what it comes down to. If you're new, you might not get to, I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, you look at the fire here, man. So you have this bouncing right here at the 50 level, and then we pop up. Okay, we come back, and then 930's here. Shoots straight. I have this in eighths as well here. Okay, shoots up to this eighth right here. And then there's an old weak gap. Whoops. Well, I just moved it. You've seen it. It's in the background. There's the one that's currently quadded. I don't have this one in the background quadded. It's not because it's not important. It's because I just don't want too much shit on the chart right now. But I see it. You'll see how it's used. Well, before I even continue, right there, you can see on the 15-minute. Look at the body stopping right there. You'll see it also. Let me move forward. So there's so much to say. This fucking eighth here comes all the way back down to the 930. Here is the first imbalance right here at 934. I'm going to show the trades. This is high resistance trading. So it's moving. The environment that you're in is that Friday most likely will not move far. Okay, with the hopes of it. But if I squeeze out and it takes me out, then it just didn't move far. Okay, but in a back and forth range, this is how you can participate. Even though it still sucked today in the direction, I'm going to show you how you can still get it. So Once this tags that 8th level, comes back down to the 930, boom, seals that. Now this shoots all the way back up. Where does it go here? Goes right into that 8th and underneath the 50 on purpose. So it comes underneath the 50 first, and then you're tagging this 8th level. You might, it's not perfect, but yeah, well, you have this last up candle to the left of you, and by some ticks, it's reaching in there. What am I doing? I am immediately selling as soon as it crosses over. Okay, as soon as it crosses over, I'm selling it. This is the first imbalance. I expect this to invert right now. Look what they did. Look where my entry is. Crosses right over. Boom. Comes right down. Why am I circling this? Because of the liquidity here sitting right here. Number one, that's the high of the circle. Very, very specific. Number two, why is that not only the midnight level as well, right? So they bounced it on the midnight level. They created that liquidity. Should have said that before I went through, but I had this imbalance marked. You have the 25 here, the midnight level here. I also am circling this because of the 25% of the gray gap. I have the 50% right here of the opening range gap. Very simple. I have the 25% here, and that's what I'm trying to do. Hopefully I can get this. It might go bullish. I understand that as well. Okay, cool. Take this straight out. As soon as it does, it pops right back in. Boom, comes right in here. Comes right and squeezes high. Why? That's manipulation. They're doing that shit on purpose because they know you're selling, bro. They know you're selling here. They know they're going to come in here. And then, hold on. Just hold on. Watch this 8th right here. What? Here's worth the video right here alone. Oh, isn't that perfect? Let me pause. Man, let me tell you. Pausing, hitting that bitch. Comes right back in. And then it shoots right back to the high of this gap. Oh, notice there's a high right there. You see this right there? This guy right here? Oh, that's not by accident. Beautiful. I'm trying to get in here. Comes back down. Comes all the way back. And I'm like, you fucking bitch. All right. So it stopped me out. This hit it again. And then I get in again here. This is the better trade here. Why? Because now it pops in and then it comes outside the gap. The bodies come and they stop right here. The bodies are not now inside that first imbalance. That is algorithmic. So then what does it do? It shoots down to the low of the bearish daily imbalance. Look at by the way, right there. And then you can see it snap right back in. See how it snapped right back in? Where's my entry at? Right at that level. I get filled here, but it's literally the bottom. The purpose of this entry is the bottom of that first imbalance. Where am I going? I'm trying to get back in here because I know that we're coming to in here. Okay, cool. Let's get stopped out. Let's move forward. Here, switch counts. You can see this coming down. Now, just so you know, I'm already done for the day here. In general speaking, why? Because of the fact that it is Friday. A, B, high resistance. What makes a high resistance? When the price action is sharing itself with each other back and forth. That's not trending, right? So, but this is how I was able to get involved. Now, when this candle right here, see this little inversion, this guy right here, see how we came down? I get stopped out. Let me go back one more second. So I have a bearish imbalance here as well. I forgot to mention that in the previous slide. See this bearish imbalance right here? I understand that that's a bearish imbalance. Rarely does it tick above, and it did right there. That's why it's called high resist. This is why the manipulation is heavy, okay? But I still participate with that understanding. Then here, there's another one here, right? And then I get stopped out already because we made a new low here. So popping back up right into this bearish imbalance. That is another entry to do what? To come back in lower. Where does it go to? Well, it bounces in between. Look in the background. Don't get lost in this stuff. It is literally only two boxes here. The gray one and the orange one. All right, don't get lost, but they're just trust me. All right, this bearish balance going to be turning inversion possibly. When it leaks off that high, and then this is how I can never make it fucking short. Fuck, I knew it. This low here is going to be at the 50% right here. You see when it jumps right through? Right now, I told myself right away that this is going to be bullish because it should not be engulfing it that fast. Number one. Number two, it's already hit a 50, which should be number one. Number three, that bearish inversion is sitting on that quadrant of the 25%. Look at it. That's very high probability. So when the price is up here, you have an instinct, you have a fucking gut telling you, oh, this is buying. But do I want to buy it? No, only because I expect it to come lower. Why? Because it could be the weekly range. Notice how I have that weekly fib up there. What's that? The 20 to 40%. If it wants to be eccentric, and move and let's just say we had that market. I don't know. Hey, but at the same time, this is not something that you want to sell right here. Why? Because this could be a high trap for a high resistance day. What did they do? They ended up coming up above the motherfucking high right here. Okay, so where's proof? This strength here. And the location of what I just said and what I said about that. And then guess what? So you'd have to push buy immediately. It does close over these consecutive 2 candles. So that's a change of delivery. That's immediately saying it's also possibly bullish. Could it have stopped here? Yeah, but the way this closed and then you have another candle pushing up, it's not like it's fucking wicking. It's not like it's coming back down stronger. It's not doing any of that. So we understand that it's probably going to make a new high. At this point, I understand. Well, you're seeing a trade. I understand that I can get to that 50. This is me showing you on purpose what the logic was. Okay, so you can see the 50 here, right? At this point, I just got to still be able to trade because I want to get the itch off. But fucking the 50, the negative 1.5 right here. See this? Look to the right here. We tagged it with this it's like CPI, okay? But you can't see the liquidity to the left. This is why I make videos long. How else am I going to tell you that? But I can't fit everything on the screen. So anyways, I understand it's a possibility to go back up, right? Okay, cool. Guess what? So this becomes a breakaway balance again initially. Then we have a little one here. Watch how I use this later for a sell. There's a reason why I'm saying all this. So you can invert this right here too, and then you can drag that over. That's no big deal. This one right here. Anyways, shoots up shouldn't be getting drives up. It's coming to take these guys. Obviously it was hard, but they also know that I'm on their ass. This is why they do these things. They come to back to where I'm selling and buying is because they know I'm good. They know they put the entry. You think it's your entry. They gave you the entry. They gave you the entry. Psychologically even. So they have to come back and get it. This is what high resistance looks like. So it pops up. I'm not involved here, even though I should have bought it. I am not involved. I'm actually done for the day already. I wasn't even going to trade today, actually. Okay, so let's put it like that. But now, gut tells you, oh, buy it. I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to trade. It's all good. Let it go. It goes up. It goes up. Oh, we have that first imbalance I told you about. It's dragged over here. Pops up, makes a new high here. Okay, hits this 25% level. Boom. Uh-oh. Who said that? Mystical. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, we're still using this wick. Okay. Oh, by the way, when it's coming down right here, out of this wick, look how initially hit that quarter. Then it missed the 50. It comes to this eighth. I'm sorry, and then look at the bodies depleting from it. Uh-oh. Where's the first imbalance? It's on that eighth. Okay, my entry was in here. Remember I just took this trade? Uh-oh. Uh-huh. You see that, right? Okay. It's depleting. But the eighth is here. Now there's no bodies right there. That explains that sell also. It's working. They're fucking bitches, but it's working. Let's get to the low of this. That's the low of the wick. That's the close of that candle. Oh, bodies no more. Gone. We're tagging it right there. Big, and then we pop down. Now we're no bodies there. Anyways, extra tidbit for no reason. Comes back, hits this guy right here, and then retraces back to the first imbalance. Acting tough, breaks back down. Strong candle. This is suspect. Comes right back to where? The 930. We've been dancing around the 930. Now I'm highlighting this to expand it longer. Here. Notice how I don't. Well, no, never mind. So here pops down. damn near hits the 52. Perfect. What is this? Very strong bullish area. When it pops up and comes back, this is a higher low. I gave a whole example and story of saying when you're bullish, for the moment, it doesn't have to be forever, just for right now, just fucking right now, the bullish. If it's going to make a low, it makes a high. It's going to, you buy the first higher low. I made a whole video for an hour yesterday saying it. Just like this. If I'm selling, I'm only catching a fucking lower high. If I'm buying, I'm catching a higher low, or I might even catch the bottom. Who knows? Whatever the point is that if I'm selling, this makes a high, and then this makes a low. And then it pops back up for the first lower high. I'm selling that. Same idea. That's my fucking simple strategy. Okay, so when it ticks in here, I'm also very slow. I am very slow. It's very hard, challenging for me to be fast. All right, but dude, if I could speed that up and my health not getting away, dude, I'll be a beast again. Because right now I'm taking it easy in a way. But coming back down here, it's popping in. Hitting the 930, hitting the 930, hitting the 930. You're like, oh, it might sell from here. Yeah, it might. Guess what? I'm even highlighting this bearish imbalance that's in the background, nested with this first imbalance. And then I'm realizing that I know we can come up here, but what's real? Forget coming up here. This is an extreme. That might not even happen at all. This is to prove like where I, to go. At the time, this is just, I just pushed it up there to show you. I didn't mean I was going to wait for it, but this high, data high. That's the whole point of this conversation. The data high will get raided, right? They're going to hunt that. You're going to see how fire what I just show you right now. Hold on. I'm screenshotting it at the fucking right there at that candle. Look at the bodies, the way that, look at indecisive candle reversal right there. I'm going to blow your mind for this video to show you how that is possible to be sold from. Even though I didn't catch that top, I could have. But I was already in the buy. So guess what? We just make this new high right here. Okay, cool. And then before we get up there, you can see here, you're like, well, you bought here. How did you know not to sell here? Well, because of it rushing to this big imbalance. Here, 930 level as well. It's not like it's coming underneath and doing that. No. It's bouncing on top. This candle said it all right here. This wick. Once this wick closed, I know for a fact. I'm like, okay, bitch. Let's go. I expect it to be a swing. Just like this is happening to be a swing. You don't want to see that if you're buying. You want to see this if you're buying. Okay? That makes sense for you, right? Next candle shoots the fuck up. Boom. Comes right back all the way. Damn near to my entry. Why? Because it's another high and it's a higher low. Why? We made this guy right here and we're taking out this guy. This guy right here, taking out this guy, is also showing you direction. Okay, let's keep going because they know everybody wants to sell here. They're going to rate it first. Why? They're going to do this bullshit first. Why? Because it is not only Friday, but B, when you have a reversal profile for a day and it's going to come back in, well, obviously you'll have that on a Thursday too, but most likely on a Friday. But you'll see that come back in and in London close. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's either New York is going to do it, like fucking New York would have done it here and just kept fucking going, which would have been great, but they didn't do that, did they? They did it in London close. Look at the time. I'm showing you something right here. Watch what I do next. So we pop up and we take out the high. Who's ready for this beast shit? Oh boy. I'm not telling you I'm proud of the sell here. I'm telling you this crazy shit right here. Look at this. Just so you know. This is an event horizon, which means this is a high. It's a data high. And then this is the 25% of the bearish daily imbalance, right? Notice that. Remember I took the picture right there. Remember? Okay, right here, this guy right here. 1125. I told you that. So from this level high to this low, 25%, in between that, you can grade that into eighths as well. Why? Or in quarters. Why? Because it's a grid in the background. And this event horizon means that between this high and this key level, these key levels, in between these key levels, this is also a daily key level, right? Yeah, all the way from fucking the 4th of February. And we are in April 10th. Yes, that's correct too. I'm not gonna, I know that, I remember the day. All right. You quad this, and then you can even eighth it. Look at that. Look at it. That's perfect. Your volume profiles and VWAPs and your moving averages and your trend lines are not gonna fucking teach you this. This is algorithmic. Here's proof. Here, right now, well, 1000% proof. All I did was took the low here of here, is there, and then this is the high, and then there. Look at this. Bink. Look at the quarter. I mean, look at this. Look at the eighth. I'm sorry. What's that level? 393 and a quarter. What's the high here on this candle? What's the high up there? 393 even. It's the same level. It's the same level. Yeah, that's not a tick above even. I just happen to highlight it there. Oh, you want me to stretch it, you say? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, my God. You want to see more proof it's perfect? Where did the body stop at? Where did fucking 1123's candle stop at? Look at the body on the 8th. Crossed over the 25 and went to this 8th. Snapped right back in and closed on this 8th. What did this 1125 candle do? It fucking it opened on the 8th. And do you really think I'm bullshit now? And you want to unfollow me? Okay, buddy. Yeah, I'm clowning with this video. I'm going to show you. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm showing to you. That's what I'm doing. But the expectations today are very slim because of it being Friday. And we have stretched so much. And obviously they know that you want to come back down. So they are taking their time. You're moving with the fucking flow. Okay. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Okay, that's all there. Got out. Done. I'm all right. Like I said, don't need to fuck around. I want to try to sell this. Price comes down. This could have birdied up and still went from here. So what does it do? It comes underneath this first imbalance. I don't have confirmation. Comes down in here. It takes that guy. I don't know if it's going to pop up. Don't want to fuck around. Then what does it do? What does it do? It comes underneath this first imbalance and then comes outside. Comes to the 930. Okay, I'm comfortable. I'm relaxing. I'm doing shit. Price comes down here to the midnight level. Bodies sit there. It pops back up into the 930, but there is a bearish imbalance. I did not draw it. There's a bearish imbalance right there. I did not draw it. What am I moving over? I just told you earlier that same bullish imbalance, that's why I bought here, that now I'm using it as a sell. All right, this is some high level fucking trading I'm showing you here. I could have done much better. I will never be perfect to myself even. But when I'm dragging this over and using it for a buy, I got filled here because I wasn't quick enough to get it while I was crossing over, and then it closed, and this was very specific because of what? The bearish daily imbalance in the background. Anyway, point is that this crossed over here, and you can see, how am I getting involved in this? Well, it pops in first, boom, hits the 930, nobody's in the upper half, okay? Well, and just the upper quadrant, definitely not, but it's a hair above in the 50%, but that's the point that we're just using this over. It's a breakout area. It's a resistance. I bought from there, and they're coming back to it. Okay, you never know what it looks like yet. Comes back down. Boom! My first target. Why? This is, look at the 25% sitting on top of the daily gap today. See that high? It's the same fucking level. I'm circling it. Bink. Hits it. Comes back to the 50% of the gray gap. I have it thicker, right, on purpose. And I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the opening range gap levels in a second. It's just hard to show you all this, but boom. Oh, where'd it come right back to? This is a control of price right here. See these three candles straight up, and then they lock the bodies lock. You're coming in. This is fanning out already. This is the trade I'm taking. Period. Right? What's my goal here when I take this sell? Is to come to this level here. Okay? Pops up, boom. Back all the way deep. So, okay, motherfucker. And you see this, the high of the gray gap? Look at it. It's perfect. It's sitting there perfectly. As soon as it does that, I'm trying to get in. Bink, bink. Trying to get in, put my stop loss above. I don't want to see it. You come above 50%. I'm leaving this on purpose so you can see this. Okay? And now guess what? This fucking day is over. Fuck off. All right? Overextended my welcome. But what's the logic? Coming into what? What did it just do right here? It just swept outside. So I want to see it push straight down. If it's not fucking giving me this, I'm not going to be involved. Why? Because this might not happen today. Very simple. And it might go the other way. Well, what's happening here in the background? It's a speaker. I should have led with that. But when you get to tops, and I talk about it on the channel all the time, you get speakers. You get these drives up, and then you get higher lows put in, and then you come and you sweep it on the other side. See, we were doing that here too. All right, so we had lows, we had highs. We had lower lows, we had higher highs. And then we crossed over. Look at it. You can see it. That's why they do all this funky shit right here. Right? See that? In between. Look at this. Didn't I just use this to buy? I'm on the other side. Going to now what? I want to seal the opening range gap. I want to hit that confluence I just fucking talked about. Hit this here. I would love to come in and sweep these equal lows, but here's the problem. I should have also led with this in the video, that this low is a higher low than there, and this low, it takes out the Asia low, but it doesn't take out that low. And that's on purpose. That's on purpose as well. Am I going to get it today? Apparently not. And then that's why I'm circling this circle here. The next one would be here. Why? Because we get back into, well, that liquidity there, right first, right there. The PM session of yesterday. The price loves to come back to the PM session, by the way. Go do the back testing on that. Generally the power hour. Price loves to come back to the 3 p.m. because that is the algorithmic closure. All right, comes back down, and then I want to come back in there, plus the negative, not the negative, the 20% on the weekly. Remember, this is Friday, so I also expect, if it does its drives and it reverses of a profile, then if it had more velocity and keep going, that would be great. And distance, but, in this case, you're not going to fucking get it. So what does that mean? I'm just saying that typically on a Friday, we want to get back to that negative, not negative, the 20% of the weekly level. We want to reach back in to create the wick of the week. It's a Friday revert, I call it, right? Okay. All right. So in general speaking, that would be the case. So that's what this circle is, by the way. What happened? We didn't get that. What did they do? Notice how they came here. Outside, came right back to the 50. Came back playing around here. Came right back to the 50. Came back in here. This is crossing over. Now it's retracing. So it's either going to do a number of things here. It's either going to come back for a mean reversion. And then roll over. It's going to go all the way past it. Or it's going to just do some drives and then fall over. Right? It's basically what I just said. So what they're doing is they're just retracing. Why? Notice how they came back to where I sold from. Think. Because this sell here to here, normally I take this sell from here to here and I get out and I re-enter for the next leg because I know I'm crossing over, right? Because I'm taking this liquidity here, right? Okay, so that's why you see me take sells here and I get out here and then I re-enter here and then I take it down to here and I get out. That's how I do the legs here. But notice how they came back to this second half. This whatever you want to call this. Okay? Right here. Remember, I sold from there. So this is to show you. Look how they came right to it. Look, dude, it came and ticked it again. On the fucking I don't know why this is not. I need to drag this out more. Okay. Don't get lost. Boom. You don't say. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens from here. Now, watch the fire. It's just, this video is not too good not to make it. So when I come into the opening range gaps on the eighths level, I have, obviously using a different chart because I can't have all this on the same screen, right? So this is what people don't see in the background. So I'm showing it, and you'll see that we retrace back in to the 50%, as I mentioned, right? We come outside. Look at the body sitting on. We reach the 50, but then the bodies stay above back to the eighth here. And then okay, whatever. And then the price comes outside, bounces on top here. Obviously, it's 930 as well. Extends to the eighth right there. See that? A little bit. Misses it by a tick. And then pops outside. Comes back in. Watch. Just keep watching. Okay, this is how videos are long. But free. All free. And you want to unfollow me? And it's free? And I spend my extra time to do this? That's crazy. Comes right back in. Oh, told you about that. And then high probability bearish imbalance as well, because it's on that quadrant. See that? That's key. Never mind. But you can also use this down candle here. These down candles. I've already talked about this too. Let me just move forward real quick. Although I'd be here forever. High probability again. Boom. Tags the eighth right there. See that? Comes back down. Boom to the eighth. Did you see that? That's not fucking buyers and sellers, buddy. This is a computer. It's a grid in the background. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Shoot straight up where? Back to the, that's a control of price. These three candles, remember I talked about that? And it fans this way. That's a control of price. Barely, I've never seen anyone really talk about this on the internet. Ever. So you see this first up candle here? That's the fake one. And then they shoot it back down. Then this is the real one. Why? Because you want to push sell immediately, and then they want to pop up and get you. Why? It's also a breakout area. Remember? I've already talked about this. All right, comes down here. Look at the bodies here. Look at also this up candle in the 5 minute. This is an up candle right here. See, we by a tick, we missed the open. I think we even hit it, but it's the same level. Whatever. See it in this up candle? Perfect. Tags that. All right, look at the bodies underneath on the 5 minute. Very key, I'm telling you. All right, comes out, and then back to 50, come to here, look at it. From now on, after this video, I'm just going to post my chart and let you look at it. I don't need to explain it anymore because it's all going to be there with my levels. Okay, you're here for really my levels and explanation generally. So, I mean, maybe you can give me a break and not have to do these videos. But look how we come right back to the eighth here. Look at the ding, ding, ding. Coming right back, playing around. Crosses over, all right. 25, 50, comes back, eighth, comes back there again, comes back here. Look at the body sitting on, look at the body sitting right there. Look at the body sitting right there. Look at the body sitting right here. And you can see the high probability inversions right here. Look, that's a high probability inversion. It's laying on that quadrant. Look how the price action stays inside it right here and buys up. You thought I didn't see that? Yeah, I can draw that. I'm not going to do all that. I can do this all day as well. High probability up candle. And then we pop up here. Look at the 50 minute right here. The 50 minute bodies right there. And right here. Yep. Coming right back up. Where? Outside. Back to the 930. Oh, you don't say. They just did that now, didn't they? Oh, that would be algorithmic, wouldn't it? Oh, look at the body stop and sell off from there too. Oh my goodness. That's algorithmic. Out of all the places. Why? Because they built that liquidity there from selling. Am I still holding this trade? No, that's why they came up. So that's why the buy here is very possible. Because, I mean, was that fire? I think that was fire. It was fire, right? Yeah, I think it was. Am I missing something? There's high probability imbalance as well on that 930 level. Well, Ding tags it. I could do more here. I'm not about high probability bullish imbalance right there. Look at this right here. This is 343. Notice how macro kicks in. Here starts buying in it. Boom. Gone. Spooled right there to the liquidity. Oh shit. OG shit. What was I about to say? Look at the daily gap there. That's fire. This was fire. That guy right there, by the way. So I'm going to put this line right here. Now you'll see a horizontal ray go right across. You'll know what I mean in a second. I'm going to make this fucking red. Boom. See why we were kept going up to? We didn't tag them. We did not tag them. So you're like, dude, that's confusing. It's hard to figure out. Well, sometimes it is. But the gist is that the price is here. That's what you should take away from it. They saved it. Why do you think they saved that? Because there's people holding the bag still from buying. And they reverse it right there on purpose. So just like, last thing I'll say on this chart, last thing I'll say is just like this buy here. Just like this, just like when it shot down and I got out right here, squeezed out, came all the way back. Why did I sell back again? Because I knew we wanted to take out this low that they put in. So we came back again. That's the trade in general. That should happen yesterday. Here. Same idea. I didn't show the trays. But this is the same idea. See this low? Remember when we shot down yesterday? Didn't take the, remember? Pop back up. This is the same idea. It's coming back deeper. So for this is a dump pump because they were still going up, right? In this case, I was looking for a pump dump, right? My whole gist here was a pump dump, right? But they manipulated with this data high. So it's still pumped generally, and then it sold off back down, right? So we came down here. So intents and purposes, this is, if you look at the moves here, it's like move one. Forget fucking 830. Move one, move two. I knew I had accomplished that. You can stop. Possible move three kicks in. Move three. All the way. This whole thing is move three. Move three. Uh-oh. Something in your gut says, I gotta take the profit. This might be a sell. You have a high probability of winning, of once you rating this, of taking a sell and it working. Notice how it just gone. There's an imbalance there. I did not draw it. Okay? And whatever. You get it? That's a feeling. And you're coming for the liquidity. You're seeing me catch part of that leg. Could I have caught it from here? Yeah. Did I chill back? Yes. It is what it is. You get it? And there was a point of me saying this, and I'm forgetting right now. Yeah. Well, there's so much more I could say, actually. But I don't really need to say much. Saw right on 930. Oh my goodness. No one even cares to watch this, I swear. Up here, we also had the lower high here, and that was the beautiful sell for me. And then we had higher highs here. I'll use that in the confluence. And then, beautiful, right? Raid here, above here, all right? If you're still trading, and you were able to hop on this, comes back down. Perfect. Higher highs, lower highs. Very simple. Very nice. Very nice. This right here, my friend, next level shit. Highest level shit. Right there. Look at the bodies. Oh my goodness. I'm not even going to go through this, but I am going to say, as VIX was coming down, we were slowly grinding up. And then this was us pushing down. We push down. I'm out. I'm done for the day. What does it do? VIX comes back down while we were pushing back up right now. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's why this is, by the way, before I almost forgot, this ugly ass shit right here. You see this right here? You think, oh man, I want to keep selling. Oh, it's going to keep going through. Nope. Why do you think this happened? Because, well, it is bullish, but Friday. Okay? So, look how ugly this is. Right? That's just to show you that it's probably going to buy. Try to cross over. Someone says, oh, you put a trend line right here, and it's a break. You're right. Because if this is a break, and this is going up, you're going to get a higher high and a higher low. a higher high, and oh, it came and rated them, but came right back in. Look at that, and then still went up. Dirty, huh? That's what they do. But you gotta know that probability. If you took, I can keep talking about different. There's different people trading, and I know who they are. They know where I'm entering, not because they can see my order physically on the books, but because they are the ones that gave me the fucking spot to trade from. Because that's why they're coming back. Trust me. So instead of selling, now this could be buying, right? But do you want to fuck around on a Friday with doing this? No. Could you have? Yeah. What's the purpose of buying here? To come to there. Remember? I sold from here. Did they come all the way up here yet? No. Are they going to? I don't know. Who cares? You get what I'm saying now? So this is the first higher lows, but you get a rated one. That could be in a model for you. It could not be included in your model for you. But the first high to retrace back to a higher low. I'm trying to make it simple. All right. Channeling up. That's just, can you find an opportunity in any of these situations? This is how I traded this high resistance day. And that's how you fucking do it. I can't ever make another video better than that, in general speaking. And dollar is, fucking still melting a little bit. So that's why we're also now melting back up even. So I'll just leave that alone. And Dow came as a bearish day. So the week was bearish. So bullish Monday, bearish Tuesday. Look how they fucking gapped from there. All right, suspect. See that? All right. And then Wednesday, bullish. Thursday, bullish. Friday, pulled back in. That's why yesterday, the higher chance to buy was in your favor as well. Because you're going to make a new high. Generally, it's the higher Friday. Let me move forward. I'm not even going to draw. I don't want to put this stuff on here. But now this is a lower high, dude. If it's bearish, and this is a big swing, and this is giving me 22 vibes. 2022 vibes. Because if we fucking roll over and make a new low, my dude, you are in 22. 100,000 fucking percent. So look at this. Look how fast they got up here. That is manipulation. Okay. I need to be fucking done. Easy, nice pump and then dump. Damn. Love that shit, dude. That's beautiful. Easy, baby. Easy right there. I like that. Give it up to Dow for the first time, looking decent to me. I should trade Dow when those nice days occur, but whatever, man. I just like to stick to trading my asset. It's just easier for me, levels wise, drawing. Focus, all that stuff is important to me. So that's how I do it. But speaker going sideways, and end of the week again, like I told you. All right, so this was CPI. This is a lower high. Came in. Look at this bullshit. Made a high, then low. Made another high, higher low. Made another high internally, right? And the difference between us and them was that they went up and took this high. They made another lower high, and this was actually, to be honest, easier to sell. Where could you have been involved? Right there in that imbalance. This is a 5 minute though. Right at the 50. Come back in for a lower high, control the price, fan in. You can get it for this liquidity there. That's it. Done, man. And nothing else to say. And then you have this nice little kicker with Nvidia screaming up. So as I was saying, this was an obvious break. Remember I was saying it. I was like, this would be this is where it should come, and it could come, and this is like most obvious place to go to, making sense. If I was them, I'd fuck them. You did all this for this long. You did it for all, it's damn near 8 months or whatever the fuck this was, 9 months even, and then you just came to raid. Look. They just take out. Sorry, you don't need to see it that far, right? See this guy right here? Look to the right. Oh, they tagged him so gently. They left it alone. So this was the breakout area, the whole thing. They didn't have to come here. They took out all the liquidity that was here all this time. And if you weren't buying from here, you're not in. and then you get the nice reaction. All this lower high, it didn't roll over. It came another high, and it keeps going. You can see the strength, but that's okay. They want to keep coming up. Look where they came into from this range high low. Notice how fuck 50%. Where's the imbalance? Where's the liquidity and balance and breakout level at? And they're coming right back to that. So do we roll over all the way over here, which doesn't look likely, but it would have to take its time and do that. If it did that, okay. Otherwise, we might do a higher high and a higher low. Remember, I just said on a fractal 1 minute, if this is a low and that's the first high, I want to buy the first higher low to go back up to where above this. If that's the case, inefficiency there, by the way, high right there. If that's the case, then I want to see us drives back, 2-3 drives back. Oh my God. And then fucking pop up if we're bullish. Right now we're damn near like back to the dead center conversation. And what else can I say here, dude? So look at this. They ended up squeezing above. They hit that. They looked different for a second. Remember? That's so funny. Here's another event horizon, most likely happening. The low of this daily bearish imbalance and the high of this opening range gap at the 930. Let's see what it did. Do you think those bodies right there are in the center? Oh boy. I mean, is that coincidence? Doubt it. All right, I'm clowning. You guys take care. Have a good weekend. God bless.